Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I have a question for you. Can $50 change your life? Can $50 help you to buy a new car, maybe help to pay for the kids' education costs, start a new business, buy a house, travel the world, or just maybe you don't want to work anymore and you want to gift your time to charities? I'm here to tell you that I believe that $50 can change your life. Let me show you how. Today, you're going to look at a Skyway business presentation. It's just going to be a short overview today. My name is Rita Ashen. I am the Regional Manager in Queensland for Skyway Invest Group. I'm a mother of 6. I'm also a presenter, trainer, and a coach. I've been doing online retailing for over 10 years. And I was born and raised in a suburb called Mangere, which is in Auckland, New Zealand. So way down the bottom of the earth there. And the suburb that I grew up in is very low socioeconomic. So I've always been surrounded by people that haven't got the best chance in life, right? So I'm very excited. I always look for opportunities that will help the people that I have grown up with. So very excited when I came across this opportunity that I really believe can help change lives. Before we do get started, everyone, I want to go over our company's compliance disclaimer. Skyway Invest Group, we are not registered brokers, accountants, advisors. Any information that I offer you today, please accept it as recommendation or my personal advice. And I do want to let you know that all business opportunities come with risk. So please do your own research, do your own due diligence. We can help you with any extra information that you require, company documents. And we've also got a YouTube channel that has this company's journey for the past 4 years. So anything extra that you need after the webinar, please reach out and ask one of us and we'll be happy to help you. We have something very unique to benefit everyone, to benefit families, single parents, millennials, retired, or just plain tired. We've got educational information products. And what you're looking at is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. And what the education system usually does is it teaches you how to be an employee or self-employed. They also teach you to work for about 40 years, 40 hours a week for 40 years, and then you get to retire. But your income is limited to your performance. And in a whole year, you may only get a few weeks holiday. At the end of your life, when you pass away, you will on limited assets, normally a house, which is then sold and split to the children or family members. Now, with our system, with our educational information products, we fast track you to the wealth building side of the quadrant, which is business, where people work for you, or investor, where money works for you. On this side of the quadrant, it is unlimited and uncapped passive income, so true financial freedom, and any day is a holiday, so you also get time freedom as well. And you can create a legacy, which is wealth that you can pass on from generation to generation. So our educational packages come with a very special gift, co-ownership in Skyway Technologies. So before we look at that, let's look at some of the expos that our company has visited in the past year. So we went to Indonesia to an expo called Railway Tech in March. In Dubai, we were at the Future Cities Expo, which was in April 2018. We're at the Congress exhibition in Singapore in July. And we were at Inva Expo in Russia, and that was in August. And not so long ago in September, end of September, we were at InnoTrans in Berlin, Germany, which is one of the biggest rail expos in the world, held every 2 years. Now, you can be a co-owner of a transportation system which will be built globally. Let's take a look at a package that is very affordable. We've got our educational information product, which we call EIP Intelligent, which costs $50 US, and you get a bonus-free 1,200 pre-IPO private equity shares with Skyway Technologies. Now, let me just explain what that is exactly. I'll explain word by word. Pre means before. IPO stands for initial public offering. So that's when a company goes to the stock exchange for the first time. Private means the company isn't public yet, and equity shares means you own a piece of that company. So 1,200 pieces, in fact, in Skyway Technologies. Now, when this company does go to the stock exchange in the future, and my guess is it could be 2 to 3 years away from now, they are going to list for a minimum of $1 per share. So for this package that costs $50 now, in the future, the portfolio value of this package will be $1,200 on the first day of the stock exchange. Now, we may list for more than that. $1 is just the minimum. If we listed for $5, your portfolio would have an estimated value of $6,000 on the first day of the stock exchange. We could even list for $10 per share. Who knows? If we do, the portfolio could be valued at $12,000. So you see how lucrative this package can become. Now, Tesla listed on the first day, and they make cars which run on battery, and they listed for $17 per share on the first day. And it is my personal opinion that we could list for as much as that. We could list for around about $20 US on the first day of the stock exchange. If we do, your portfolio would have a value of $24,000. So these packages can be very lucrative in the future. How do you make money from equity shares long term? Well, every company's main goal is to grow. And as they grow and expand, normally all around the globe, the value of their stock increases. And then this leads to profits and dividends for the co-owners or the shareholders. So let's see how smart investors make money. So Microsoft, we're going to take a look at a few companies that you already know about. When they first listed on the stock exchange, they listed at 10 cents per share. They're over $100 per share at the moment. So if you had 1,200 shares with Microsoft, your portfolio value would be $120,000. Tesla, as I said, they listed it for $17 per share. They're approximately $300 per share at the moment. And if you had 1,200 shares with Tesla, you'd have a portfolio value that would be $360,000. Now, Alphabet, you know them as the owners of Google. They listed at $52 per share. Now, they're well over $500 per share, but if you had 1,200 shares with a company that was worth $500 per share, your portfolio value would be $600,000. And Amazon, they are now over $1,000 per share. They listed at $1.73, well over $1,000 per share now. And if you had 1,200 shares with Amazon, your portfolio value would be $1.2 million. Now, it is my personal opinion that this company would be able to reach the amount of Amazon as well, $1,000 per share in 10 plus years from now. So that is something that is just a personal opinion I have based on all the products that we have already. Now, our educational information packages are a great investment, and they're designed for ordinary, everyday people by an experienced educator and investor. Let me introduce you to our Skyway Invest Group CEO. This is Andre Harato. Now, Andre is a professional investor. He's also a self-made multi-millionaire and the founder of our company, Skyway Invest Group. He's also creator of the Academy of the Private Investors, who were the first people that supported the Skyway project. He's also a business coach. His focus is on finances and investment knowledge for all of his students. Now, our CEO, Andre Harato, has a huge responsibility. He has to help crowdfund for 2 testing facilities for Skyway Technologies. The testing facilities help to test and certify the transportation so we know that it is safe to use. So this is where we could use everyone's help No matter what country you are from, this will be the biggest global project the world has seen to date. Now, this is one of our testing facilities, Eco Techno Park. This piece of land is 36 hectares in size. It is located in Myrina Gorka, which is in the Republic of Belarus, and all the construction was built 100% from crowdfunding. Watch the short video of our testing facility at Eco Techno Park. So what I'm going to do is I'm turning down the audio so I can explain what's in the video without the music distraction. What you're going to see is a bird's eye view of the park, 36 hectares, so you can just see how huge it is there. That was in the earlier days. There's much more construction there at the moment. Now, on a day-to-day basis, it's just these engineers that are here from the production facility in Minsk. What they do, it's their job to test the products, and then this is where the certification is done to check that everything is up to the proper safety requirements of the law. So you can see this particular one here, it's very high up off the ground. In reality, this is how high they will be. My son and I went to Belarus and we actually traveled on that model that you see there. So you see it's quite low to the ground there. We've only built that low to save on construction costs, but we will not be on the lower level in reality. I'll have another video to show you exactly how we will be constructed, but that is one of our testing facilities. We've also got, we've had 3 products tested and certified there, the 2 that you saw, and also another cargo product. Now we are looking to test and certify the high speed, which will travel at 300 miles per hour, which is 500 kilometers per hour, and that is why we need to complete another testing facility in the United Arab Emirates. So let's take a look at some of these Skyway technology products that you can be a co-owner of. Now, first up, we've got the Unicorn. Now, that model will be able to move shipping containers, and it will be adjustable from 20-foot to 40-foot containers. Moving along, we've got the Uni Truck, which is the certified model. This will move freight. So at the moment, it's been loaded with pallets by a forklift. So anything in your supermarkets and your plazas and your malls, they can be loaded onto the pallet and shipped with the Uni Truck. We've also got cold storage version. Now, all of the Skyway models are driverless, so you will not find a driver in any of these models, all operational 24 hours a day. And this next model here is the Uni Bike. That one can seat up to 5 passengers. The Uni Mobile, designed for those who are in a wheelchair, the first of its kind, so very interesting for that market. They can roll up the ramp and be seated right behind the steering wheel, so very excited for that product. We've also got the Uni Wind for very remote areas. That one will hold 2 people, and we've got a range of different Uni buses that can carry anywhere from 7 to maybe 200 people. That last picture there is a 3-segment Uni bus. Then we've got the high speed. Moving along, we've got the luxury model high speed. Now, as I said, this version will travel 300 miles per hour, 500 kilometers per hour, in fact. And the reason why we need another facility is because the Belarus facility that you saw cannot take, is not big enough for the speed. So we've got a piece of land in United Arab Emirates that is 7 times as large as the one you saw in the video. And we need it that big because we have to reach those speeds in order to get the product certified. Now, just looking on the bottom there, we've got linear cities. Now, linear cities, we're moving into the real estate market as well, so not just transportation. And they are towers, 30 to 40 stories high. In those towers, you're going to have everything that a community needs to thrive in the middle of nowhere. So you'll have things like supermarkets, restaurants, you'll even have schools, doctors' surgeries. Everything for the community will be in those towers. And on the bottom, you'll see another product we've got, which is what we call Eco House. But none of these could be possible if it weren't for the high-speed model train that is going to be able to take people out to these rural areas. So we do want to build out rurally. It's much more cleaner. The air is cleaner for people there. Right now in the cities, we're building on top of each other. The air is polluted. There's too much traffic. So we need to utilize these areas that we currently do not. And this last picture here, it's the drone. This drone, it's going to help us build our tracks. It's also the drone in the world that can lift the biggest capacity, which is 1.5 ton. So everyone, this is just some of the products that we have, and my personal opinion that we could reach $20 on the first day of the stock exchange. So let me introduce you to a true genius, the winner of the Golden Chariot Award 2017 for the most eco-friendly transport in the world, and also the winner of Slovak's International Peace Prize 2018. This is Dr. Anatoly Unitsky. Now, he is the Skyway designer. He is also an engineer. He's had 40 years plus experience. He has over 150 inventions. I've just shown you a handful today. He also has over 100 patents worldwide, and the United Nations gave him $1 million grant to help him with the testing. He has a self-written blog where you can learn more about him at www.unitsky.com. Now, this is another short video of our high-speed train. And why I like to show this video is it shows you the different kinds of terrains that we'll be able to build Skyway. So if you think of a train, normally they can only build on the ground. So first of all, they have to buy the land, they have to dig it all up. And so that all costs a lot of money. And also it ruins the ecosystem. So we can travel through mountains, and you'll be able to see a picture. So we're going through snow here. So you can see just how high up off the ground we will be. So we're going to try not to damage the land. We've done enough damage to a lot of the land already. We want to save that. We can also travel over water. So this is going to open up a huge market for those countries who have outer islands and they want to connect each other. So that will be great for us. Now, this design here is based on the hummingbird. So a design that you have never seen before. And this one here, you can see, is just a 6-seater. But we have been getting orders for over 100 and 200 seats. And Dr. Anatoly said we'll be able to fulfill those orders. Now, before I get onto this slide, I just want to tell you a bit about the picture and the background. Now, this is at our Skyway Museum in Belarus. And what you see are the words of the people that have supported this project, part of the crowdfunding group. We've got over 500,000 supporters. And what Dr. Anatoly is, he's had all of their names inscribed on the top of the museum, and it's actually illuminated from behind, and they nickname it Anatoly Stars. So very lovely gesture from Dr. Anatoly. My name personally isn't up there yet, and he did say that the new investors are going to have the chance to have their name and lights too at another facility, or maybe even this one. So excited for that. We've got a business plan that has 15 stages of development. Now, this technology started back in 1978 when Dr. Anatoly was just a teenager, and the engineering only started in 2014, so just over 4 years ago now. Why has it taken nearly 40 years to get this technology out to the public? So what happened was Dr. Anatoly went around and asked people to support him, and people, it's not that they didn't like his idea, they loved it, in fact, so much that they wanted to fund him, but they wanted more than 50% of his company. So that just couldn't happen. So Dr. Anatoly didn't accept any offers until he met our CEO, Andre Harato. So Andre Harato and Dr. Anatoly agreed in 2014 on an agreement, and so that is when the engineering started. So very excited that he is going to finally see his dream built, putting Skyway transport all over the world. Construction happened the year after, and then we had demonstration and certification from 2016. We are already in technology adoption, and our first project should be completed in the United Arab Emirates this year. And then in future, we're going to the stock exchange. Like I said, we haven't got a definitive date for that yet, but my guess is it could be 2 to 3 years away from now. So currently we're in stage 13 out of 15 stages. Our intellectual property rights and patents value is $400 billion. Now that was done by KPMG, who are one of the top 4 accounting firms in the world. We've got 300 signed agreements with 17 countries. We have also raised over $100 million to date. And we are a fully transferable technology, which means we can be built all over the world at the same time. Now, we've got some global Skyway projects. I'll let you know which countries have already signed agreements with us. We've got Tanzania, Belarus, Ireland, the Ukraine, Russia. They're going to build 4 linear cities and connect those to the major airports. So very excited. That project is going to go ahead in the next 2 years. We've got Turkey, some more projects. We've got Italy on board, Ethiopia, Indonesia. They're going to do about 10 projects, going to spend around $40 billion. So great news coming from there. Philippines, India, they're going to have Skyway in 15 major cities across the country. So fantastic news for India. And then Australia, the gentleman that you see here, Rod Hook, he's a very well-known engineer, built a few bridges here, and also worked for the government department for planning, transport and infrastructure as the CEO. Now he does a fantastic job with his business partner, Marie Waltrop. They go around Australia and introduce Skyway to all the different companies, and especially the mining companies. We have many of them in the western part of the country, and he has managed to get over 150 signed agreements from companies to say that yes, they will build Skyway. So anything he does will benefit all co-owners. It doesn't matter what country of the world you come from. So great work from Rod Hook down in Adelaide. Now help us crowdfund to reach our goal. So far we've raised $100 million. Now we need to raise another $100 million plus, the more the better, for construction of a testing facility and an innovation centre in the suburb of Sharjah in United Arab Emirates. There's a picture of the plans behind. Now, how can you help? Well, you can become a co-owner for as little as $50. So let's check out a few more packages that we do have available. We've got standard packages that are one-time payments. So, for example, for 50 units, which is at the moment equivalent to $50 US, you get 1,200 bonus pre-IPO shares in that education pack. For $100, you get 2,800. For $150, you get 4,200. For $200, you get 5,600. For $250, you get 8,000 bonus. And for $500, you get 19,500 bonus. Now, I just want to show you some pattern that we've noticed. So from $50 to $100, to $150 and to $200, it's all a $50 increase. And every time it increased by $50, you got an extra 1,400 pre-IPO shares in those packages. But we've noticed from 200 to 250, it's also a $50 increase, but they give you an extra 1,000. So the increase there is 2,400 extras. So the 250 US dollar package is also another popular package that we have. But our packages start from $5 US, everyone, and they go right up to $1 million. So there will be a package that will suit everyone. We also have installment packages, so you can pay these off over 10 months interest-free. So, for example, our packages start, now these are already designed by the company, and they start from $10 US per month. You would, for example, let's look at the first one, and then you would pay that off over a 10-month period. So $100 in total will give you the education that you see bullet pointed below, and also would give you a bonus of 500 pre-IPO shares with that package. So our installment packages start from $10 per month, and they go all the way to $10,000 per month. So we've got packages to suit just about every income. So I ask you, please share this great opportunity with your family and friends. If you see this hashtag on social media, you now know what it's about. Build Skyway and save the planet. That's Dr. Anatoly's motto. And 50 to change your life is because we believe that just $50, every family should have at least $50 in Skyway so they can have something to look forward to in the future. So everyone, we hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thank you so much for your time. If you want to, if you need more information, or if you want to look at the education that we have and also the packages that are available, please ask someone to help you to register for a Skyway back office website. We also look forward to you joining us. So everyone, I'm going to stop the webinar right now, and you'll have a chance to, you can unmute yourself if you have a question, and also you can take your videos off if you want to.